welcome to Colonial Gardens, Learning Gardens. We're almost to the end. It's week number 9 of Colonial Learning Gardens, and it's so exciting because last week we saw a caterpillar on our learning gardens. It's so cool. Let's take a look. Where'd he go? Maybe he went over here to mine.
Did he make it to yours?
No, he's gone. Mr. Wiggles! Mr. Wiggles! We loved you so much.
Well, hold on. It's fine. It's okay that Mr. Wiggles is gone.
I know. You know why? Because Mr. Wiggles went to a farm upstate where there's all kinds of fennel for him to eat, and he's just so happy right now. I know it.
No.
He didn't go to a farm upstate?
Brian, this is not how things work.
What happened to Mr. Wiggles?
I want to introduce you to the food web. We've been talking a lot, guys, about pollinators. You've had your learning gardens for 9 weeks now. 9 weeks, and we've been growing and growing all of our zinnias and our fennel and our parsley so that we can attract pollinators like Mr. Wiggles, the caterpillar, who would eventually turn into a butterfly. And we talked about how flowers are pollinated by pollinators, right? Can you tell me a recap on what happens with that?
Yeah, so the pollinator, so Mr. Wiggles was going to turn into a beautiful butterfly. He was going to fly around and he was going to go and get nectar from the flowers. And as he got nectar, pollen would stick to his body, he'd fly to another flower, and that's how plants reproduce with the help of Mr. Wiggles.
Okay, but that's actually not what happened, and it's okay. There are plenty more caterpillars. What did happen is we have so many birds here that a bird came along and saw Mr. Wiggles hanging out on our learning garden and actually ate him. I'm so sorry, Brian, but it's okay. Let me tell you why. Can I tell you why? It's a good thing. There are plenty of caterpillars, right? We'll have more. I'm sure everyone out there growing learning gardens has caterpillars.
We'll have more
caterpillars. There are more caterpillars. Okay. And we'll have plenty of pollinators. But I'm introducing you now to the food web. The food web is a much bigger picture about what happens and why we grow pollinator plants in the first place. So not only do we have our pollinators that actually pollinate the flowers and make new flowers, but they also help feed the other creatures as well. For example, birds. Birds come along, they see all the pretty flowers, they see the creatures on the flowers, and they snack on them. Birds are great. They come along, they're also pollinators. They eat fruit seeds and they drop those seeds, and those grow into new plants too.
And birds also eat a lot of bad insects that we do not want on our plants. So they may eat one good, wonderful Mr. Wiggles, but at the same time they may eat 100 bad insects.
Yeah, so they're great. So other parts of the food web too are like farmers eat birds. Not all birds, but chickens per se, right? Or snakes would eat birds. There are all sorts of things in the food web, and without all of these pieces of the puzzle, the world kind of stops existing, right?
So it's the circle of life.
It's the circle of life.
Okay, I'm
all right.
But it's
more than just a big circle. It's a whole interconnected web, and I only drew a few pictures here, right? But there's so many more things that are part of this circle and so important to making our pollinators live.
Okay, I feel better now.
Good. I'm glad you do. So if you have any questions on the food web, let us know and we'll talk more about that. Can we talk about the other thing we were super excited about?
A flower.
Flower!
Yeah.
So we have buds still, and we've got this flower opening up even more. Brian, can you talk to me about all these little pieces of the flower that we're seeing?
Yeah, that's the petals right there.
Like those little bright green pieces?
Yeah, and those will turn into larger petals and probably change colors. And also in there is the stigma and the sepals and all the other parts of the flower. And that's what I love about that is all of those things are in that seed basically. And so all the genetics to make this whole thing was in that seed. And then what's going to happen is the butterfly will come by, pollinate the flower, and then the flower will make a seed again. The seed will fall on the ground, and all the genetics for a whole nother plant and a whole nother flower is in that seed again. So it's the circle of life, just like with Mr. Wiggles.
Circle of life.
The web of life.
The web of life. So we talked about pollinators, we talked about food web, we talked about our blooms. Here's the one last thing that I want to talk about. As parts of the food web, you and I, or the farmer, or anybody else, we don't just eat things like birds. We eat plants too. And remember that 2 out of the 3 of these are very common food items.
That's right. That's right.
Which 2 are they?
Parsley and fennel. And you can eat both of those. They taste great.
So parsley, yummy, and fennel, extra yummy.
Fennel tastes like licorice. It tastes almost like licorice. You guys can take a little piece off of your learning garden and eat that fennel. And just tell me what it tastes like. It tastes like licorice to me.
Oh, it smells like licorice.
Mm-hmm.
As a kid, I hated licorice as a candy, but I'm going to try it now.
And I've had fennel on fish. It tastes great with fish. A little bit of lemon.
I think the reason I hated licorice was because they tried to make it candy. Yeah, on fish with lemon, on other salads. With
How would you
some
use
yogurt.
parsley?
Oh, how would I use parsley?
Mm-hmm.
I sprinkle it on almost everything. You pull off the leaves and you chop it up really small. You can sprinkle it on pasta. You can make a tabbouleh salad out of it. So lots of fresh tomatoes from your garden, lots of parsley, and then a little bit of bulgur wheat or another grain. That's an excellent way to eat parsley.
You're just trying to take my mind off of Mr. Wiggles.
Hey, food helps.
Oh, I do feel better about it. Okay, guys, thanks for joining us. I'm sorry it was kind of a downer today with losing Mr. Wiggles, but we brought a positive spin to it. So if you guys lose some of your caterpillars, just know that they're part of the food web, and that's just kind of the circle of life. So come on back next week for week number 10 of Colonial Learning Gardens.
And in week number 10, we have a really big surprise for you from across the country.
Mm-hmm.